Steve, how many of these select Austin 316 versions of the video game did you actually, you signed every one, there's no phonies, no stamps, no nothing, because every time I called you, you were in a badass mood. You signed. How many did you sign?
Well, I'm still in a badass mood because I ain't done yet. I recently had a little work done on my left knee, so kind of got me sidelined. And THQ came up with this illustrious video game, and they called me and said, "Hey, how about signing some of these copies?" I said, "Well, okay, what kind of number are you thinking about?" And he said, "Well, what about 25,000? I started thinking about it. I said, "Well, hell, you know, might as well make a buck or two sitting on my damn ass on my kitchen table. Got my air conditioner set on 67, got a heat wave going through LA. I can't work, so I'm making a dime sitting on my ass." Sounded like a good idea. They said, "Well, how about 10,000 more?" So we came to another agreement. I got 35,000 gimmicks to sign, and I'm about, where's Bryce at? I think I got 32,000 of them signed. That's BS. I think I got about 5,000. I got a long ways to go, Jim. Long ways to go. But the good news is that's Stone Cold Steve Austin in his glory on that damn card. And it ain't CM Punk's sorry ass on the cover that I got to sign and look at. So I'm happy about that.
It's going to be interesting to see how the competition of that goes. So you're saying that your signed copy should sell more than anything with CM Punk's image on it?
No, I'm not saying that. I think CM Punk is a hellacious talent. I'm just glad I'm signing me and not looking at him. Hey, and you know, while we're talking about CM Punk and myself, on this video game, you can take someone from the current roster and plug them into that Attitude Era.
Right.
And in the back, I didn't know Mike Tyson was actually wrestling this thing until I saw it. He was kicking the living crap out of me backstage. Once him more playing back there. So you can dial up myself and CM Punk and watch that happen at any time, right?
Well, that's, yeah, that you can. And any stipulations and Iron Mike, I did see Iron Mike putting whipping on you earlier, and you did a good.
Yeah, we were talking about barbecue sauce as usual.
Yeah.
Tyson was whipping my ass.
Barbecue sauce.
As usual. Well, let me ask this question. I get this a lot on Twitter at JRSBBQ. Follow tonight if you choose.
How is this guy not commentating every Monday Night Raw?
But you know, there is a lot of conjecture on online, right, and Twitter and things. I get them all the time. JR, is Stone Cold going to wrestle another match? I don't know. Ask him. He's at Steve Austin BSR. His little gimmick thing. But let me ask you, Steve, if you were to wrestle again, who would it be against?
Well, if I were to, I think that the match would be Stone Cold versus CM Punk. I mean, it's only a natural. Everybody talks about how would CM Punk have done in the Attitude Era. I don't know. I think it was done just fine. I think he's done just fine in the current era that he's in. I think he'd have been a little bit more dialed up back in the Attitude Era because I think he had to have a little bit more attitude than he possesses now. Could he get the job done? I don't know. But you can plug your son bitch in on this video game anytime you want to. And have that in your living room, but will we see it in an arena? I don't know. I've got a left wheel to rehab. But if that thing does get rehabbed, I got a hell of a drop kick waiting for CM Punk's lips.
Well, it's good to know that if Stone Cold does come back to compete ever, that CM Punk is his destination, which I think we would all enjoy. We're going to wrap this thing up here real quickly. We have two men. We got two questions. I don't know why it's this way. Dolph, you got Chris Jericho tomorrow. He's been at 8 SummerSlams, according to my math, and that's a whole lot more than you have. And it seems like you have more to gain than he does. You feel that way?
Absolutely. Chris Jericho has proven himself over and over again for years, and I was a big fan of his growing up. One of the great moments was him being the Millennium Man and debuting on Monday Night Raw, and I jumped out of my seat and said, I knew that guy was coming. That's so great. But speaking along the lines of CM Punk and Stone Cold Steve Austin, people saying You got to go out there and make your own opportunities. And sometimes, you know, WWE's going to cut your hair and tell you to be boring and tell you to suck out there, and that's just not you. So you have to go out there and be yourself. And I have never felt more myself as in the last few months. I feel like I'm in the peak of my career. I'm doing what I want to do, and I'm reaching out there for that brass ring and taking it every single Sunday, Monday, Friday. And I am looking for this to be my breakout moment. I've never been one-on-one in the ring with someone like Chris Jericho that's been a hero of mine. And I just know this is my time. We are going to tear down the house, and everybody knows that already. But that's not good enough for me. I need to go out there and prove myself, and I'm going to.
And best of luck to you. I mentioned to Dolph that I hope that he and Jericho went on first, because that'd make everybody else have to get off their ass and follow. That's what you want. You want, set the stage, set the pace. You can't wait. And final question is appropriately to the WWE champion. I'm a firm believer that slogans are good, and you know, I've been blessed to be able to come up with a few, the Texas Rattlesnake and Cerebral Assassin and a couple others. But really, the best in the world is a unique thing, but the best in the world is always, to me, the guy that's the WWE champion. That's how our business works, and that's the brand. The brand is represented always by one guy. You can look back in our company's history at all the amazing athletes that have been the WWE champion, and it is a very impressive list. This man has been a champion for a long, long time, and it's in some rarefied air. There have been 22 title defenses at SummerSlam events, and there have been 5 title changes. So the odds would be in his favor that he's going to retain tomorrow. Unfortunately, the mathematics gets screwed a little bit because he is facing 2 men. One's 500 pounds, and the other is the poster boy of WWE, John Cena. So my question to you is, game plan? Is there a game plan, or are you just going to roll with it? How do you make sure you don't leave there without the title? So I know it's important to you. I know it's very important.
Yeah, to me, this title is the most important thing in the world. And walking into SummerSlam, I think I'm batting about 500. You know, I've been the main event of SummerSlam in the Staples Center before. It's been sold out before, and I rise to the occasion. Beat Jeff Hardy. You know, I think this match is interesting for me because I'm facing both my prior SummerSlam opponents. 2 years ago, fought Big Show. Last year, I fought John Cena. So to me, I got obviously the most to prove. You know, in a 3-way, you gotta hate him. You know, you can't really have an attack plan. I could focus on Big Show, and then I got John Cena to worry about. I could worry about John Cena, and then Big Show's trying to punch me in the face. So what I'm going to do is do what I do best, and I'm going to go out there, and no matter where I'm at on the card, you could be first, that's your main event. I could be 5th, that's your main event. I could go on last, that's your main event. At the end of the night, I'm walking out WWE champion because that's exactly what I am. I am the best in the world. I am the WWE champion, and nobody can take that away from me. And I truly believe that. You know, and I'm going to hold on to this thing until Royal Rumble, and then when Rock decides to come back to work, when he's done filming his stupid little movies, it's not funny, you know. He's gonna film his little movie, and you know, and he better look at that as a vacation, because when he comes back here, you know, I'm not John Cena. I'm not you know, looking at it as this is what's best for business. I'm gonna look at this as this is him getting a rude awakening and coming back and realizing this isn't his home anymore. This is my home, and you don't come into my home and disrespect me. I will be the champion at the end of SummerSlam. It's by any means necessary, honestly.
I like it. I like the attitude. We have a hell of a performance tomorrow. You know, that's the thing about this video game. There's so many options, the biggest game, biggest roster. Select your arenas, select your staging, select the entrances. It's just that.
I just got to put you off there, JR. Because,
Michael Cole's down here. Will you go ahead?
That's okay. I'm just listening to talk about the WWE Championship, and it's a very illustrious championship, which I've held a couple of times. But I'll be honest with you, My feelings are mixed on this whole WWE Championship being the marquee title. As far as I'm concerned, I've worked as hard as Punk has to become World Heavyweight Champion, and that's true. Punk calls himself the best in the world, and what he's achieved is phenomenal. And I have absolutely nothing but the utmost respect for Punk. But I think until people actually see Sheamus take on CM Punk, World Heavyweight Champion against WWE Champion, I think that's definitely up for dispute. I mean, I'll make no problems about it. I've got Alberto Del Rio this Sunday as well in a World Heavyweight Championship match. It's been heated for quite a while. I don't know what his problem is. I just borrowed his Ferrari to just wait for.
I think we vomited in it, kind of pissed him off.
Obviously, he didn't come back in the same condition. But that's the thing I think about WWE13. Everyone has the opportunity. We have obviously had the opportunity to go head to head yet, but I think when we do, it will be definitely another memorable moment. I think it will be one that will stand for the ages. And I think that again, everybody here playing WWE13 will have the opportunity to that champion versus champion. As for you, Ziggler, you know, you talk about stealing the show. That's phenomenal. That's great. But after I kick Del Rio's head off, you decided to come down with that big blue lunchbox of yours. I'm going to do the same to you. So make sure you think twice about that. But as I said, W13, to me, it's the greatest game that's been released so far. And I just want to get that off my chest. And thanks very much.
Your initiative in interrupting, but never interrupt me again.
Of course, leave me barbecue sauce or something?
No, another barbecue. Matter of fact, we're going to all have. I have one favor to ask you guys. We're going to be breaking here and going and meeting and interviewing and doing things, talking with you, one-on-ones. But what you need to do, one little favor: sit in your seats for 1 hour before you leave. Okay. I'm going to commit 5 minutes. Wait on us 5 minutes. Give us 5 minutes, because when you have large men that have not done number one and they've had their energy drinks, as you've heard, they have to stop off at the outpost. So give us 5 minutes. Wait here 5 minutes, because you don't want to walk in on Iron Mike Tyson at the urinal.
We're at number 2.
Greatest panel I've ever been a part of. Sincerely say that.
This has been fun, and thanks for indulging us. The bottom line is, you can see that everybody here, as hard as these guys work, as much as they travel, as much as they put their bodies through, that they continue to do. And when guys say that they're going to steal the show tomorrow, in their heart, they mean that. It is important to their careers and them as men and women, as athletes, to do exactly that. That's how they're going to get noticed by you, by the fans, by the management. You go out and you bust your ass and you steal the show. Can all of them do it? No, but they all should try to do it. So I really believe that we've all had fun doing this game. I think you're going to love every aspect of it. We'll talk more about it in 5 minutes. But it's been a joy. So thank you for being here. I want to thank THQ for being great hosts. They're a hard-working crew. You know the thing about the THQ guys, they've become students of the game of WWE, sports entertainment. They can talk the game. They understand it. They're fans of it. They haven't played the act of being an expert. They have done an amazing job. And whereas some that love to critique Raw on Tuesday or Monday Night Online, because it's got bad writing or bad booking or bad this or bad that. Why is that match on? Why is this here? You know, this match for 3 minutes. You can now change all that in this game, because you are the promoter, you are the booker, you are the matchmaker, you're the creator. And this game allows you to do all those things in an elaborate, sophisticated way. It's a smart game, and we're really thankful that you're here. So thanks, and we'll see you in a few minutes. And thank you very much.